Hello everyone, welcome to our second strike zone. Let's get right into it. I've got a lot of good topics for this week. Number one, a couple reminders. It's still early in the year. Reminder, we're following those USBC rules. I've got them linked up in this week's strike zone that's attached to the email. Also, reminder, it's early in the year. Check your uniforms. Make sure you're compliant and following those guidelines. Now for a couple of new topics. I've had the question a few times this last week. Dan, can I make a roster change in between games of an individual dual contest? And the answer is no. Once that dual begins, so Millard North versus Millard South, that roster of 7 kids that you began with in that competition has to stay with those 7. On the same topic, if I have a double dual scheduled for today, during my first dual I go with my 7 kids. If I want to make a change now after that dual is complete, and I want to make a change now to my roster and maybe switch out one of the 7 for the next dual, I can do that. In bowling, you have series, and one dual is considered a series. So just a heads up on that. The other question I get that's kind of attached to this is, can I make a change to my 7 on my roster during the middle of a tournament? And the answer is no. Once that tournament competition begins, that is the 7 bowlers that you're going to go with during that competition. So just a heads up, that's outlined in some examples on the strike zone. The other question I've had, how many varsity teams can my school have? We've got a couple of new coaches to NSA world. We've got a couple of new schools, bowling programs. And the answer is you get 1 varsity team per school. And that 1 varsity team is obtaining wildcard points throughout the season. Any match, any double, dual competition, any varsity tournament competition. In that same breath, I've been asked, well, what if we add a second team or put a second team into a varsity tournament? And the answer is, yeah, that could happen, but that second team will be a JV team, and any contest game, whether it's Baker or traditional, during that tournament, that JV team would compete against another high school's varsity team, there would be no wild card points there. And so that's important to know ahead of time before you make decisions like that. So again, schools get 1 varsity team to accrue wild card points towards. And that's 1 varsity boys, 1 varsity girls. Let's go to another new topic. Again, because a lot of this is new to everybody. Can girls compete on a boys bowling team? And the answer is yes, if your school does not offer a girls bowling team. If that is the case, you would have girls competing on your boys team in the boys division. So even if you went to a tournament that offered a girls division and a boys division, the girls that are bowling on your boys team would compete in the boys division. I've included a quick snapshot of our cross-gender participation, and it outlines it here. We see this sometimes in golf, where a school will not have a girls golf team, and we have girls competing on the boys golf team. The same can be held in bowling. Remember, though, boys are not allowed to compete on a girls team, and that's noted in the document. Additional reminders on tournament formats are found in the manual. You can link up to them in this document. The other thing I linked up in this document, this is really important if you have a tournament. Some of our tournament formats call for ghost teams, and I have a video posted last year that I've linked in this document under the ghost teams section, and you will learn how to utilize the ghost teams in your tournament. That's if you have an odd-numbered tournament format going on. I explained in the video how to calculate the average score so you can see if a team bowling against the ghost team wins or loses. And then the other thing I have in here are reminders on how to report results, which so far we've done a really good job of that this year, as I've had very few missing scores. So with that, I hope you have a great week, and as always, don't hesitate with questions. Take care.